Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Matrix, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 driving games in Roblox. Now, guys, I want you to know, first of all, that this is going to be about the top 5 driving games, not necessarily the top 5 racing games. So there's going to be a different genre for racing as opposed to driving. So if you guys want to see the racing video, then definitely feel free to smash that like button. If you guys do enjoy this, by the way, a like would be very much appreciated. I put a lot of work into today's video, and if you guys definitely show some support, I will go ahead and I'll make this into a series. Anyways, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get on into today's video. Alrighty, guys, to kick things off here, number 5 on today's list is an actually very interesting game that I haven't even had the opportunity to cover yet. So this is my first impression of this game, guys, and it's pretty dang cool. So the game, guys, itself is called Heavy Clutch. Now, I want you to know that this game is in early access, so a lot of the stuff is unfinished, so keep that in mind. But essentially, guys, this game is a drifting game. It's a very cool representation of drifting in Roblox, and I think they did it pretty well. The drifting mechanics are a little wonky, I would say, and sometimes they don't really feel right, but in general it's pretty cool, and it's a very drift focused game. I don't even think you can really drive in a straight line without actually drifting, so it's pretty cool. If you're a big fan of drifting and you wanted to try it out in Roblox, then this game is definitely for you. I really do think it's a cool game with an interesting concept behind it, and I do like that they do have different types of maps to choose from. There is a very cool loading screen and main menu, so once you go through the main menu, you guys will see basically the different types of maps you can choose from and the different racetracks, and you can kind of try out a ton of different cars. I do also like, guys, that they have a ton of different iconic cars. So they have stuff like 240SXs, 350Zs, and all those sort of iconic drifting race cars. So it's pretty cool stuff, guys. It's definitely a very drift-inspired game, and honestly, I would put it higher on this list if there wasn't other really cool games. So try it out, guys. See what you think of it. I think it's pretty cool, and of course, it will be linked below. Now, guys, let's move on to number 4. Alrighty, guys, so coming in at the number 4 spot for today is a game called Driveshaft. Now, keep in mind, guys, this game is in alpha, so keep that in mind before you go in and assume that the game doesn't have a lot going on. The game itself obviously is, of course, in early access, so if you want to play it, it is, of course, free, but keep in mind that the game won't have a lot for you to do. One of my favorite things, though, about the game that I have to say I really do like about it is I really do enjoy the models. The models in this game are fantastic. If you guys didn't know this already, I currently own a 2015 Ford Mustang, and they added that to the game, not on my behalf or anything, but they added it to the game, and they did an absolutely amazing job on it. And I think they made an absolutely perfect representation of the Mustang in Roblox, and that's probably my favorite thing about the game, is their way of modeling each and every car is so precise, and they even get the interior pretty accurate as well. So they definitely have a very good attention to detail. The map itself is meh. There's not too much going on with the map. You can tell it still needs a lot of work done to it, but clearly they're focusing more of their assets on models and the design, and the graphics themselves are actually very good. I did do a video on this probably about a month ago now, where I talked about the graphics and the models and everything we're basically summarizing here, and that's what basically blew me away with the game, and that's what I think you guys would enjoy most. So if you're a player who plays games and really appreciates attention to detail, then maybe, just maybe, trying out Driveshaft wouldn't be so bad. So like I said, guys, I will leave a link to every single one of these games in the description down below, so if you want to try them out just to see what they're like, definitely please feel free to. It supports them, and it definitely does help them get some more traffic to their game, and who knows, maybe you're going to enjoy yourself. So that, of course, is Driveshaft. Now, guys, let's move on to number 3. Alright, and coming in at the number 3 position, guys, today is a personal favorite game. Now, this, guys, is a game called Accelerate V4. If you're a fan of me and you've seen videos of mine in the past, you know I've played this game quite a bit. It's one of my favorite games on Roblox, and it's one of the very underrated games that I would really recommend if you've never played it before to at least give it a try. It does cost, I believe, 30 Robux, which isn't a big price to pay for what you're getting. It's a very well-rounded, very nice, solid game with quite a bit to do, quite a bit of different areas to go to, and very nice scenery. That's my favorite part about this game, guys, is the map is very captivating. It's a very cool map. The main city is very cool, and there's a lot of different areas that you can go and explore as well. I really do also like like the customizing in this game, guys. The customizing is very unique and sets itself apart from a lot of the other games. You can really pick apart what you want to customize and what you want to paint, and I think that's a really cool feature that a lot of other games should take some inspiration for. Now, one of the things I don't really think I like a lot about this game is the driving. The driving in this game is very linear and very straightforward. There isn't too much going on. There's not a lot of different kind of moving and maneuvering and stuff like that. So if you like a game that's very well rounded with a very nice aesthetic and great map design, then this might just be the game for you. And of course, guys, coming in at number 2 on this list, guys, I could not leave Ultimate Driving out of this list. It must have been added at some point, and I think the number 2 position is a really good spot for it. Ultimate Driving has been around for a very long time. It's had a lot of time to really sink its teeth in and really make itself a really awesome game in Roblox, and I personally do like it quite a bit. I've done a ton of videos, more than I can count at the moment. It's definitely a really fun, very content-filled game. There's so much to do, there's so much to explain that it's so hard to summarize for you. If you guys wanted a game with a lot of different jobs and a lot to do, then this is a really good choice. I love this game, absolutely love it, and one of the cool things I really do like about it as well is the game passes don't cost a ton of Robux. So if you want to get access to all of the different content in this game, it's not going to break your bank. So I think that's a really cool feature. I do also like how much variety there is in choices for cars, and in this game there always seems to be something for somebody. If you wanted to be a mailman, you can do that. If you wanted to drive a bus, you could do that, and if you just wanted to go ahead and cruise in a big truck, you could also do that as well. It's a very big game with a lot to do, and obviously it also has multiple maps. I think upwards of 5 or 6 different maps you can choose from if you don't want to just play on the boring basic ones. So it's very cool, guys. It's definitely got to be on this list at some point, and I do think the number 2 position is a very fair place to put Ultimate Driving. Now, guys, we are going to go ahead and move on to the number 1 position here, but I just wanted to mention before we get to the number 1 position that I do love and have played every single one of these games on this list, and I personally think that they're all very fantastic games, all in different stages of development. So definitely take it with a grain of salt, guys. Make sure that when you play this game, some of the different games that you're going to see on this list are games that might just have a little bit of content compared to other games that have a ton of content. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys play these games, that a lot of them will be better if you give them a little bit more time. Now, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get on to number 1. And finally, for the number 1 position, guys, we have none other than Vehicle Simulator. I mean, come on, did you really think I was gonna put something else on number 1? Let's be fair, okay? Vehicle Simulator has been one of the best games I have ever played in Roblox. I mean, this game, hands down, is definitely what made my channel what it is today, and I don't know where I would be without it. I have such a sentimental value to Vehicle Simulator that there's no way I could have put any other game above it. This game, guys, is just absolutely amazing. There's nothing I could say I hate about this game. Everything is good about it. I mean, the driving is fantastic, the vehicle selection is incredible, the map design is perfect. Everything about this game, guys, is absolutely awesome. I love this game so much. I have such a rich history with Vehicle Simulator, and I have nothing but fond memories when playing it. So I absolutely love Vehicle Simulator. I think everybody does, and I hope you guys agree with this list, by the way. Keep in mind that, of course, this is a list based on my own personal preferences and my own personal choices. So please keep that in mind, guys. Everybody has different opinions. Maybe you like Ultimate Driving more because it's more roleplay based and there's a lot more jobs to do, but personally for me, when it comes down to it, guys, when I'm thinking about a game that is focused on driving, there's nothing that tops Vehicle Simulator. They are so focused on making the game as realistic and as perfect as possible, and you know, I have to say, knowing the developers a little bit more personally, there's nothing I can say that is bad about this game. They try so hard, guys, to fix every single bug and to crank out as many updates as possible. Yes, Vehicle Simulator is a little bit iconic for not updating very often, but they try their best and they work very hard. So I have to say, though, Vehicle Simulator is obviously my number 1 pick, but honestly, guys, let me know if you agree with this list or if there was any changes you would make. I'm really enjoying doing these top 5 videos, and I would really like to do a lot more of them. And if you guys enjoyed this, guys, definitely go ahead and smash that like button, because honestly, showing a lot of support on this would mean I would definitely come back and do more of these. I wanted to do a top 5 racing games as well, so if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know and show some support, guys. But that is that, guys. That is my list. Let me know what you think about it and whatnot, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so very much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.